And welcome to the Inland Sports TV show here at Val Verde TV 16. We love Teen Vision. Johnny Nunez in the back pushing all the buttons and the levers, making this happen. I hope you like our new time slot, 6 o'clock. So you get home, you get your TV dinner out, you sit in front of the TV, you watch the show, and you have a good night.
A little prime time. You know, you get everybody, like you said, gather around the table and watch Pep and Jeff.
Because we were on at 3, which is a great time, but a lot of people are at practice. They're commuting from here and there. It's 6 o'clock. This is the spot.
Hey, if you're on at 3, it's cartoon time in my house. If you're at 6 o'clock, it's past the cartoons, right before all those entertainment shows and the big games.
Well, listen, later in the show, this is a giant show because in about, 51 minutes, the Ramona High School girls basketball team will tip off in the Southern California Championship game. Jeff, if they win, they go to the state finals.
It's the first time in school history, and Coach Brandon Fletcher, who's, I'll tell you what, the whole River Valley League was dominant in girls basketball. Remember, Patriot was 10-0. Hillcrest had lost 2 games, and Ramona was 6-4, and now they're playing for a chance to play in a state championship.
And you are so proud of Ram High. You're a Ram. You're flying the colors today.
I went baby
you're
blue
all in. You're all in.
I have the Ramona colors. I got the navy and baby blue, and we're going to say horns up. Horns up for the Rams.
So we're going to hear from Coach Fletcher in our next segment as now just minutes away from tipping off against Anaheim for the Division 5 Southern California Championship. We're also going to check in with UC Riverside women's basketball. They're trying to finish in second place right now in the Big West. CBU women's hoops, they could finish in second in the WAC. So a lot of great local girls and women's basketball here in the Inland Empire. And then at the end, we're also going to talk local baseball. Crazy series between CBU and UCR.
The crosstown showdown was exactly that, but I'll tell you what, CBU starts off 9-0 going into this, and they had a little bit of a hiccup.
Yeah.
And it was Troy Percival and the gang came out and hit the baseball.
What's bizarre is, so UCR, we'll get into this later, but UCR sweep CBU, and today they got blown out by San Diego.
No.
You won't even believe the score.
No, it was an anomaly. I don't believe the score.
Yeah,
we'll have to see it in highlights.
And so we'll talk local high school baseball as well. We're going to give a shout out to the Rancho Verde baseball team. They are undefeated. In fact, they just won minutes ago. They're off to their best start in school history. They're ranked #1 in their CIF Division. But right now, we lead off the Inland Sports TV show talking about Riverside City College basketball. We got Coach Shannon Taylor in the house here at Teen Vision TV 16 for the one and only Inland Sports Show.
Thank you.
Coach, welcome to the show. Man, you guys making a run at the state championship right now. This is great.
It is. We're truly excited. You know, we've been in this situation now, I guess, two times in the last 3 years. So we're excited, and we're feeling good going into this game Saturday.
Yeah, in fact, I had a chance, and Pep had a chance. We called the last 3 games for you guys, and I'll tell you what, it has been so fun to watch. You guys are a high pace, high tempo, run and gun type basketball. A lot of threes, great athletes. Yeah. You guys have won some big ones. You beat Saddleback, your in-conference rival.
Yes.
Then you go and you beat this new team. By the way, had the best name of anybody. The Fighting Cat guy was it Copper Mountain?
Copper Mountain.
Yeah, I didn't even believe it was a real.
Is it Joshua Tree? Is that
Joshua Tree?
Yeah. Joshua Tree. But then you go and you beat the rival in the Inland Empire, a very, very stacked San Jacinto team.
Yes. That was that was big. We they beat us 2 times this year. We were going in still confident because we've been playing really well, and so we played them early in the season, and we were like, I think we're ready for them. We have some. We're young. We're young, and these guys have been getting better throughout the year. So, we're excited to have San Jacinto most definitely at home. Not at San Jacinto in that crowd, but, it worked in our favor. Worked in our favor.
And speaking of being at home, you get to be home again. Back-to-back home playoff games. I know you're playing Santa Monica, but you gotta give them a little bit of props because they won in the previous round.
Right.
Now you get to host Santa Monica on Saturday night at RCC. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, we're excited. We're trying to get everybody to come down. It's been a while since we've had a home playoff game to go to the final 8. So we're excited and. Everybody come out and watch the game.
This is the Sweet 16. Like if you're talking about March Madness, this is the Sweet 16 for the state of California right now.
It is. We're excited. We're truly excited.
Talk about a little bit of C.J. Clark. Now, I did the Saddleback game, and Jeff's done, what, the
last three?
3 in a row, yeah. Mm-hmm. Man, he was great. I mean, North High School's produced some great basketball players, especially in the last 5, 6, 7 years. Yes. But, man, C.J. Clark, maybe the best-kept secret in California. I know he signed with Cal State San Bernardino, but this guy can ball.
Oh, man, he has come a long way. I can say, I pick up CJ in the mornings. Sometimes our other assistant picks him up, and have good conversations with him. A great kid, and it's well-deserved. He stays in the gym. He's having our team buy in, being a captain, being a leader, taking care of business and so forth. But we are truly excited to have CJ because he's doing a great job.
Yeah, he's a local product, played at John W. North High School. But, he really was never the offensive focal point. I mean, look, he was playing with Shannon Taylor, one of the leading scorers in the Mountain West Conference at Fresno State. Dikembe Martin, who's a Big West superstar. True. And he was playing with those guys, but you never really saw him as a scorer. I saw him the last 3 games, and he is a phenomenal scorer.
He's so quick. He's really fast with the ball, great reaction time, head up all the time, and not only the best thing is he can shoot. Being that quick and being able to take people off the dribble and get to the basket at the same time, making plays, hitting the open guy, and knocking down those jump shots, pull-ups, you name it, getting to the basket, pull-ups, hitting the 3. It's kind of hard. He's hard to guard.
Coach Taylor, how nice is it knowing that your leading scorer, one of your best players on the team, is also one of your leaders? Because sometimes they don't go hand in hand, and that can be a kind of a delicate situation where you got your superstar, but he's not your leader on your team. But CJ feels like he's one of those leadership guys, and he can lead the team in scoring each night.
Yeah, I totally understand because the other way around, you have issues.
Yeah.
So it's nice. He stepped up, early in the year, and Coach Matthews does a great job of showing these young men how to be a leader. It takes time. And I think, this is CJ, our 3rd year being at our program. So it's well-deserved, to make it this far for CJ.
Well, you've got some other big-time players. In fact, one guy that really stood out to me the last game, that the second half, probably one of the best second half of any young player, is Otto Taylor. Can you tell us how he came to Riverside? I know he's a San Diego kid.
San Diego kid. Coach Matthews knows a little bit of everybody. And so, Damon Stoudemire's over there, Pacific, and, we heard when that he was leaving. And so, our assistants, me, Coach Denson, Coach Huff, we do a good job of getting out there and meeting, people and so forth, building relationships. And, Otto's he came through for us because he really can shoot it.
He's automatic.
Man. And the great thing is, great student, and he works on his game. So like I said, nothing's given in this world, and I can see these young men, they put in the time, they put in the work, and so it's paying off. It kind of started off rocky for, guys in different situations in junior college, not understanding it's a grind. And you have to put in some work on your own. And so these young men have stepped up and have done that, and it's paying off.
Now, when you pair C.J. Clark with Otto Taylor, would you put that backcourt up against anybody you see all season long?
Let's go. Let's go. I'm excited that they're with us, and just great kids, too. Off the court, which is, for an assistant coach myself, we handle a lot of the issues that might be going on, and there's none. We have great kids and doing the right things, going to class, and, just being role models. We have to worry about going to their apartments, none of that stuff. So we're excited.
As a coach, you don't want to worry. You just don't worry about basketball.
Worry about basketball. Of course, some people have to learn on some of their study habits, which is normal.
Yeah.
But we don't mind that. As long as you put in the work and try, that's all you can ask for.
And, we're talking about the guards right now, but you've got one big man.
One. Yeah.
But you only need one because he's really good. McQuay,
bunch of other little fast guys running around. And McQuay is the guy, right?
He's the guy. He's the glue. He's the locker room guy, too. He has a great personality. A lot of people.
Springs too, right? He's a
Canyon Springs. We tried to get him early. He had other things places he thought he would like to go. Ended up in our lap. And Frankie has come a long way. I think I'm not just saying it, but this team alone, where they started to how they are now, young men, has done a great job. And like I said, I think it's well deserved where we are in the situation, being in a Sweet 16. So yeah, Frankie he's our tough guy.
You need those guys.
Oh yeah, and he makes everybody tough around him because he'll tell them in a minute, hey. You know, in his own words.
Yeah.
But yeah, for the most part, he's well needed for our team and does a great job and doing what he does.
Well, Coach, we love having you in studio, but where's Coach Matthews? Is he locked in his office at RCC with the lights off, just watching film, breaking down Santa Monica? Like he's like, I'm not leaving. I'm staying here all night long.
Focused. I am honored to be an assistant coach under Coach Matthews because of his dedication to the game, and not only that, his preparation, his willingness to win and want to win and get the best out of these players, and that's 1 through 15. I mean, every player gets it like as if they're the top 5, which is a very unique skill that Coach Matthews has, and he has. I know right now he's watching film and probably looking at me right now. At the same time. Right? Or his son Jonah at USC or his son overseas. He's just a great man. I love that man.
Well, you do know that there's Matthews everywhere, though. Every part of Riverside I go to, I run into a brother of Coach Phil. I run into a son, a nephew. There's always a Matthew. I've known the family my entire life. A great, great human being, a great family.
Yes. He always tells the players, don't think you can get away with anything in Riverside.
No.
I got family everywhere.
He'll hear it. He'll get back to me.
He'll be like, was you at the liquor store? It's like, oh, no, go. Okay. Just making sure.
Because I got guys.
Right.
Well, it's RCC Saturday night. Please check them out. That's another home playoff game on Saturday night as they are taking on Santa Monica. It's 7 o'clock tip, right?
7 o'clock tip.
Yeah.
Yep, at home.
This is Sweet 16, so you move on to the Elite 8 if you win.
Yes, we're super excited. Come out and join us. Love to have you. 7 p.m. Get there early.
Let's pack the place, right?
Oh, yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
It's going to be exciting. It's going to be really exciting. We're super excited. And it's nice just to, like it's here in Riverside.
Yeah.
Let's get the people here, and show them a good show. And
you got a beautiful gym. Let's pack it.
Really nice.
Yeah,
I'll tell you, we like Jim. And in fact, I was on the coaching staff at Riverside and made it to 2 Final Fours.
Yes.
Lost to Saddleback, lost to San Francisco City College. There's been 4 state championships in the history of Riverside.
Yes.
3 of them coached by Jerry Tarkanian.
Yep.
1 by John Smith.
Yes.
I'd love to see 1 by Phil Matthews.
Oh, that would be all legends.
All legends.
Yeah.
And
all legends.
And you got to think about there's been other guys that have coached at RCC. Bill Mulligan, another Hall of Famer. Dave Waxman, Bob Russo, Bob Schermerhorn. Those are all the coaches that I think have ever coached at Riverside. And I'll tell you what, it would be great to see you guys get that state championship.
Thank you. I agree.
All right, Saturday night against Santa Monica. RCC, the place to be. Wheelock Gym as the Tigers try to move on to the Elite 8. Coach Taylor, thanks for coming by. We do appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Our hair and makeup guy did a great job on you.
Yes. I thought my head would be shining.
Come on. Big budget show.
You could have sat between us. We would have been bookend bald guy.
All right, the RCC Tigers Saturday night against Santa Monica. When we come back, our exclusive interview with Ramona girls basketball coach Brandon Fletcher. When we come back on the Inland Sports TV show.
What's going on, guys? This is Ray Bass from Boost Performance Training. You're watching the Inland Sports Show with the one and only Pep Fernandez.
The Inland Sports Show is brought to you by Spoiled. Quick, quality oil change. Spoil yourself and your car at Spoiled. Kin Sporting Goods. They have all of your sporting gear needs, Letterman's jackets, and team uniforms. And Boost Performance Training with Coach Ray Bass. Athletes of all levels and all sports are going to Boost Performance Training in Corona.
God, first of all. I thank the great people that I've got around me that help support me, the people that work for me. As I started, if it wasn't for the people around me, we probably wouldn't be here right now, but I've got a great staff. I've got great people that do stuff for us outside the store, and we've been very, very fortunate. Our service is impeccable, and we just keep trying to get better every year. We can do online stuff for your teams, as well as, like I said, the screen printing, the embroidery. We also have 3 women that do extra sewing for us, like tackle tool on uniforms, or the bling or rhinestones for different shirts for the ladies. That's why we have certain racks just for certain schools, and the fun about that is that it turns into other schools that may come in here that aren't as close, that we can do stuff for them as well. We've had very, very good customers throughout the years, and it's just been a blast.
Focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. We just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. Come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
And welcome back to the Inland Sports Show. There is only one team left in the entire Inland Empire, and it's my Ramona Rams. We're joined now by head coach of the Lady Rams, Brandon Fletcher. How you doing, Brandon?
Hey, great, Jeff. Nice to see you, and it's a great feeling being the only one left.
Well, hey, this is tonight. It's for all the marbles. It is a regional semifinal, or regional final, I should say, and the winner of this plays for a state championship. Is this the first state championship opportunity for the Lady Rams in school history?
I believe so, yeah. At least from what everybody's told me and what I know, this is the farthest we've ever been, and to play in a state final championship is pretty special. Well,
I'll tell you what, it's the best high school in Riverside, and it couldn't happen to a better guy. But let's talk about this season. Going into this season, did you see the Lady Rams ever being in this situation?
I don't think you can ever see being in a situation like this, but I knew that we had a special group. Having 9 seniors on the roster and everybody we were returning, we kind of had a feeling that we could do something. We set our goal to win league, and we competed in a really, really tough River Valley League, and we got into the playoffs, had a shot to win the section. That didn't quite materialize, but we just kept playing, and we're still here, and we got a shot to do something pretty special tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, you guys have played more games than most college teams do the entire year. In fact, you're almost an NBA schedule. I believe you've played, 34 games?
Yeah, this is game 35 tonight.
Holy cow. And I'll tell you what, you guys finished 3rd in your conference. We talked about the River Valley League being so good. You had Patriot that I believe was 10-0. Hillcrest, who went on to play in the CIF championship game. They finished 2nd. You guys finished 3rd, but you've gone farther than all of them. What does that say about the conference?
Oh, it says that we play in one of the toughest leagues out here. Hillcrest, they won 24 games. Patriot won 23 games. We had a 17-16, not even get into the playoff. And we were 16-11 when the season's done, and now we're sitting at 22-12. Just with 3 20-win teams in the league, just shows that there's some really good basketball out here, and we're battle tested, and that's one of the reasons why, even though we finished third, we haven't lost a game by more than 11 points this year, and that was only one time. The rest of our other losses have points or less. So we're battle tested. I feel like that has served us well. And we've been down in several games in this run where we were down 5 Pacific in our first round game. In the fourth quarter, we came back and won that game. We were down to Mary Star of the Sea by 5 in the fourth, and we came back and won that game. And we were down 7 to Sierra in the second quarter, and we finished the second quarter on a 16-2 run and never looked back. So it's really toughened us up, and it shows us that we're never out of a game, and we have a great opportunity tonight.
Well, it's a great opportunity for you guys. It's a great opportunity for the city of Riverside and the entire Inland Empire. But tell us a little bit about this team, some of your key players that have really kind of molded and meshed together to make this championship run.
I mean, our senior class is incredible. It's the senior class that I've been able to oversee 4 years. Our leading scorer, not leading rebounder this year, but has been our leading rebounder, Savannah Petty. She kind of engineers everything for us and gets going. And we have great leadership and support from Liz Garcia and Katie McHugh. Prentice Burst really coming for her own, especially during this playoff run. Our sophomore, Mari Guyton, who is named Riverside County Athlete of the Week, has really grown a lot and done a lot of maturity during this run. And we have really good bench support from our seniors as well. Having that group in the run has really been beneficial. Like tonight, Anaheim's bringing experience, but they're also young too. So it'd be kind of a contrast of style. But I love the fact that we have seniors who are mature and have been through the battles, and they're not fazed by the moment. As a matter of fact, our group feels really relaxed and loose right now, and they're probably a lot more relaxed and loose than I am, which is a good thing because I don't have to go out and play.
Well, Coach, you know, you and I have known each other for a little while here, and I've kind of watched your program grow, and I check the newspaper, I check the internet after every time you guys play, and I couldn't be happier for you guys. I couldn't be happier for you. What has this meant to you as a coach, all the hard work you put into this program?
It's just a validation for what we do and our culture as a program. We tell our girls that we need to play hard every day, we need to play for each other. And it's especially rewarding that we have a large senior class that gets to experience this, being a member of the state Final Four. I mean, that is just to end their career with whatever happens tonight or even whatever happens Friday if we are fortunate enough to get through tonight. It's the cap off their amazing career, and it means a lot. It means more to me that they're experiencing this than it does for me personally and personal goals for myself, because I see the joy on their faces. I see the excitement. I see the fulfillment and the satisfaction. And that's why I do this. And that means more to me than anything personally that I can experience.
Well, Coach, you know, I experienced the winning culture of the 80s, the 70s with Ramona High School. But there has been a winning culture that has been building for the last couple of years. I think, you know, you've got one of the best softball coaches in Laura Shiner. You've got a great new football coach in Kim Mashinsky. You've got, I mean, everything seems to be going well for the Rams. What do you attribute that to?
Kind of a unified message that we have in the athletic department. We're all on the same page about culture. You know, we've established some things across campus, like our captain council that was started by our aquatics coach, Sean Bannister, which has helped build our leadership throughout our programs. That's been a major part about some of the staying here at Ramona. And we have consistency in our coaching staff. We don't have a lot of turnover. Victor Neros, our principal, and John Sibbles, our athletic director, have done a good job providing leadership for us. And they trust us to run our program. And that gives us the confidence to go out there and educate our student athletes, show them how to do things the right way. And when we do that and we show student athletes how to behave, how to be mature, responsible, and prideful, not only are they becoming more ready to graduate and to be successful as young adults in post-high school life, but the wins come as well. And the winning is a byproduct of us trying to do the right thing by our students.
Well, Coach, I'll tell you what, I couldn't be more happy for you. I couldn't be more proud to be a Ram today. Good luck tonight versus Anaheim, and try to go after that state championship, and give everyone my best at Ramona High School, and horns up, baby.
Yeah, horns up. Thanks for having me on, and we're going to go get them tonight.
All right, that's head coach Brandon Fletcher of the Lady Rams of Ramona High School as they play in the regional championship tonight at Ramona High School at 7 p.m. Thank you very much, Coach. We'll see you then.
So what, 26 minutes, they're tipping off against Anaheim, man.
Hey, they're going to the state championship. I'm feeling it. I tell you, it's what a great story, though, to go get third place in your league. And now you're on the day of playing for a state championship.
Yeah, when I saw the state brackets come out, I saw Ramona, and I'm like, is that our Ramona? Like, I wasn't sure because there's a Ramona.
Yeah, San Diego.
Yeah, San Diego. And I looked them up, like, no, that's our Ramona. They got into the state playoffs, and now look at them.
Yeah.
One win away from the finals.
And think of it, like I said, Patriot 10-0.
Yeah.
Hillcrest, who went to the CIF championship, was 8-2. Ramona 6-4. They've played 34 games. That's more than the college teams, for God's sake.
That's a long season.
That's a half an NBA schedule right there.
And hopefully, well, they got one tonight. We know that against Anaheim.
Yes.
Hopefully, they have one additional one after that for the state championship. So if they win, they're going to play the winner of St. Bernard's and Carruthers. Jeff, I will give you a $100 bill right now if you tell me what city St. Bernard's is in.
Well, there's
St. Bernard's.
Is this Northern California team?
I can't tell you.
Well, they have St. Bernard's. And there's one in Los Angeles.
I'm talking about this St. Bernard's.
Okay,
Oakland. Carruthers.
Oakland.
If you would have said Eureka, you would have been right.
That's your old.
I used to cover St. Bernard's.
Did you?
Yeah, so if there's a St. Bernard's Ramona matchup, Johnny back there already said he's going to open the budget and send you up to cover the game. So we're in good shape.
I'll drive my moped.
Hey, we got a graphic that has all the scores, so go ahead and punch that up, Anthony. We got all the scores from the final round because, Jeff, as you pointed out in that great interview with Coach Fletcher, Ramona's the only team in our coverage area that is still alive. Look at all the great teams that lost in the previous round. The boys team, Centennial, the Rancho Verde, Notre Dame, Orange Vista, and for the girls, it was King and it was Roosevelt. They all had close games. Like all those teams that you see right there that lost, they all could have won. All the games were close.
In fact, Rancho Verde was leading the entire time and ended up giving it away at the end. So, tough one, but Ram High, baby.
Hang your hat on Ram High, right?
Ram High on the rise.
So it's been a great basketball season. We're not quite done yet. We got Ramona and Anaheim tonight. But congratulations, all those teams on the screen right there. Fantastic years. Look at that. Open Division, Division I, Division II. Those are the big divisions. So there was a great run for all of those schools. And one more for Ramona, hopefully two more after a big win tonight against Anaheim. All right, when we come back on the Inland Sports TV show, we're going to talk a little UC Riverside women's basketball. We talk about the men's team quite a bit, but the women's team making a great run right now in conference play, Jeff.
Yeah, we've had a chance to see them firsthand. And, man, just out of nowhere, they have a chance to play in the big dance here come a week.
They could.
Next Sunday.
They could.
Selection Sunday, they could be in the big dance.
All right, when we come back, we'll talk UCR women's basketball on the Inland Sports TV show.
What's going on, guys? Coach Bass here from Boost Training. We have a number of different options to help athletes develop here at the BPC, whether it's our off-season strength programming or it's our general sessions and even our one-on-one training sessions with either myself or one of our coaches here. So if you need that detailed coaching, book your one-on-one session today. Please feel free to contact me directly on Instagram at Boost Training or on Twitter, Boost_Training, or contact me directly here at the gym. Our number is 951-532-4904.
Focus on the customer here. Believe it or that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. We just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. You come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
The Inland Sports Show is brought to you by Spoiled. Quick, quality oil change. Spoil yourself and your car at Spoiled. Kin Sporting Goods. They have all of your sporting gear needs, Letterman's jackets, and team uniforms. And Boost Performance Training with Coach Ray Bass. Athletes of all levels and all sports are going to Boost Performance Training in Corona.
And welcome back to the Inland Sports TV show. Jeff Gorham, I'm Pep Fernandez, live here at Teen Vision TV 16. Johnny, Anthony, the whole crew pushing the buttons and the levers, making this thing happen. Coach Taylor was great. Coach Fletcher was great. Now we shift gears to college basketball. March Madness is here.
Holy smack. We have called more basketball games than anybody I think we know. I want to say it's close to 50 games that you and I have called this year.
It's a lot.
A lot.
It's a lot.
Many.
My voice is done. I'm living on lozenges right now to get through. Well, actually, if you even go back to football, like through football season straight into basketball, like the spring and the summer, I just kind of rest my voice up and get ready for another football season.
Yeah. It's been a lot of fun to say the least. But man alive, we've done a lot of games. And talking about that UC Riverside women's basketball team, wow. How good are they so far this year?
Yeah, they're hoping to finish in second place in the Big West Conference. They got Hawaii on Thursday night. That's a Riverside TV game, so you can watch that on local TV and, of course, on the City of Riverside Facebook and YouTube. Their game last week against CSUN that we did, that was a battle for second place, so they edged out Northridge. I know they went on the road after that win, and they lost to Santa Barbara, but UCR can still finish in second place in the Big West Conference going into the conference tournament. But we had a chance to catch up with head coach John Margaritis after that huge win against CSUN, and even Coach Margaritis is a little surprised about how good the Highlanders are this season. Here's Coach.
Inland Sports.
No idea, really. I mean, it could have gone any which way. I just think that the preseason polls don't mean much, and so it is what it is.
This team is playing really good basketball. Do you feel like they're almost getting better, peaking as the season goes along here?
We hope so. Over on radio they were asking, if I think we were playing our best basketball, and I hope that we're not. I hope that everybody comes and it's all clicking all the same game, same day. So hopefully, as this thing plays out, we'll find a day when we really need it, that we are playing well and everyone is contributing.
And considering the way that CSUN won the first time you guys met, to be able to defend your home floor, was that good to see this team kind of persevere and bounce back from a game that you guys dropped on the road to them the first time?
Sure it is. And we've persevered last week, and we've been doing it now for a little while. And I think that we play CSUN a few more times. They win quite a few. They're a very, very good team. But for tonight, I mean, it worked out that way, and we're happy for it.
Yeah, all these close games. I mean, double overtime, a three-pointer by Eaton to win another one. I mean, all these close games all of a sudden.
I mean, that's what it is. I mean, the conference, there's so much parity in the conference. People are doing a great job coaching, and the kids are playing. So it's it could go any which way every night.
Inland Sports.
Coach Margaritis, one of the good guys, right? He's so fun.
He's a funny guy, deceptively funny. You look at him, he has a dry wit about him.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, he's got those ladies playing great basketball. He's had 3 Big West Players of the Week, Daphne Niago and Janan Otto, twice. He's got himself a very, very good team. Look for an upset in the Big West tournament and a possible chance at the big dance.
You know, it just hit me, and this is just me being a nerd. If Jan and Otto married Otto Taylor, be Otto? No, because if you had Jan and Otto would have to change your last name. Never mind.
Otto, they're both automatic. Can I tell you, they're very, very good players at both schools.
Hey, speaking of UCR, the men's basketball team, you guys punch up this picture. We had Doc Rivers, the head coach of the LA Clippers, at UCR on Saturday night. There he is in the hat. It's not a great picture. It's from far away. But he has his son, not Austin Rivers, obviously, who's in the NBA, but he has another son who plays for UC Irvine, Jeff, and they locked up the conference title.
Yeah, not only does he have another son that plays at Irvine, his daughter is marrying Steph Curry's brother.
He is? Really?
I just
Seth Curry played for my Sacramento Kings for a little bit.
Yes, so he is. Yeah, the Rivers family branches out there in Irvine. I don't know where the Austin is playing, but the dad is beating the Lakers, and obviously his daughter's marrying a Curry. That's a pretty good life.
Man, that's a basketball family. The Rivers and the Currys getting together.
Well, just think, Irvine also had Caron Butler's son was on the team as well. So yeah, Russell Turner, the head coach, just recruits all these sons of these great.
He goes to NBA stars and was like, okay, you got a son? Okay, let's bring him on over.
That's right.
Irvine. So
that's right.
Doc Rivers, everybody. And CBU basketball, the men are going to finish out their season with a couple road games. But the CBU women have 2 games at home this week against Rio Grande Valley and New Mexico State. The CBU women could finish as high as second place in the WAC. And Jeff, they're not postseason eligible for the NCAA tournament, but there are some of those lower level postseason tournaments that maybe, in fact, I have an email into their SID, like what are we looking at as we go into the final week of the regular season? If CBU can win out or win one of 2, could they sneak into a postseason tournament? That would be big in their first Division I season.
Like I said, it has been the most seamless transition in Division I of any school I've ever seen. I hope that the NCAA maybe revises their rules in the next couple of years, because honestly, you look at Rick Croy, you look at the women's program, you look at all of the programs at CBU, you got to think that somebody's going to win a championship, and they've got to be eligible. If they don't change the rules, they're going to be out.
And they won't, but hopefully we'll get to see them in some sort of a postseason setting here. So a couple big home games Thursday and Saturday for the CBU women. When we come back on the Inland Sports TV show, we're going to wrap things up with some local baseball and softball and the Rancho Verde baseball team. We'll be right back.
The Inland Sports Show is brought to you by Spoiled. Quick, quality oil change. Spoil yourself and your car at Spoiled. Kin Sporting Goods. They have all of your sporting gear needs, Letterman's jackets, and team uniforms. And Boost Performance Training with Coach Ray Bass. Athletes of all levels and all sports are going to Boost Performance Training in Corona.
Thank God, first of all. I thank the great people that I've got around me that help support me, the people that work for me. As I started, if it wasn't for the people around me, we probably wouldn't be here right now, but I've got a great staff. I've got great people that do stuff for us outside the store, and we've been very, very fortunate. Our service is impeccable, and we just keep trying to get better every year. We can do online stuff for your teams, as well as, like I said, the screen printing, the embroidery. We also have 3 women that do extra sewing for us, like tackle tool on uniforms, or the bling or rhinestones for different shirts for the ladies. That's why we have certain racks just for certain schools, and the fun about that is that it turns into other schools that may come in here that aren't as close, that we can do stuff for them as well. We've had very, very good customers throughout the years, and it's just been a blast.
What's going on, guys? Coach Bass here from Boost Training. Letting you know, if you haven't already, check out my new series of videos called 2 cents in 20 seconds, where I'll be talking about everything from strength training, motivation, and everything in between. You can find it on our social media platforms, on Instagram at Boost Training, on Facebook, search for Boost Training, or on Twitter, Boost_Training. Check it out.
And welcome back to the Inland Sports TV show. You know, we had that big California Baptist versus UC Riverside baseball series, and the Highlanders won all three. Like they swept, and CBU hadn't lost all season.
Yeah, I felt bad because my guy, Gary Adcock, was defeated by my other favorite person in the world, Troy Percival. And I say I just felt bad for Gary, Coach Adcock, and CBU, but happy in the sense that, you know, it's Troy Percival, and you want to see both teams doing well. I was hoping for, you know, a split of some sort,
a 2-1 series,
yeah, or a rain out where they both won a game. You know what I mean? So it would have been just like, okay, I won one, you won one. But there was fireworks I heard at
CBU on Sunday night. Yeah,
it was a double header, but it was.
So the first game on Sunday was at UCR. The second game was at CBU. They went back and forth.
They had fireworks, and I missed the fireworks.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Yeah.
So it was a 3-zip sweep for UC Riverside, and CBU was 9-0 going into that series. So now CBU is going to have to bounce back. In fact, I think they have Pacific, I want to say, this weekend, CBU baseball. But UCR, they were back on the diamond today against the University of San Diego.
And it was a basketball score.
I couldn't believe this. I'm like, this can't be right. Like, I kept refreshing the page. San Diego beat UCR 31-3.
Yeah, that's a football score.
And what's crazy was I was going through the box score when I was looking in the 9th inning. San Diego only had no home runs, no triples. I think they had like one double, maybe 1 or 2 doubles, and the rest were singles. Oh, they scored 31 runs. Like, I don't know how that happened. So. But let's shift gears to UCR softball.
All right.
So they got the Highlander Classic. It starts Friday. They just had another tournament this past weekend, but the rain wreaked havoc on it, like a lot of local sporting events. But they did sneak in a 4-0 win against Texas El Paso. Now they get ready for the Highlander Classic. Our own Daryl Trujillo caught up with Coach Nikki Palmer out there at UCR. So here is Coach Palmer.
Joined by UC Riverside head coach Nikki Palmer. The Highlanders come off a 4-0 win over UTEP, draw a split with the Miners after falling on Friday. Coach, what do you like about your group so far early this season, and where do you feel like you guys got to get better as you head forward into Big West play?
Sure, yeah. We're really young this year. We got a lot of good, strong personalities and good leadership on our team, but overall very, very talented. So moving forward, just making sure that we're continuing to work together, work on our communication and things like that. It's just getting all the talented players to play together.
You guys made it to the NISC Championship Series a season ago. How big was that series for just generating some momentum and interest in a program that, I mean, had one pretty good year under Linda Garza at the tail end of her tenure, and then you come in and then you take them to the NISC Championship Series. How big was that run last year?
That was fun. It was a great experience. I think that the NISC is doing a great job of providing a postseason experience for softball outside of the NCAA, and there's nothing you can do to teach postseason experience. So for the community, it was really awesome to have the support of our community and our fans. Everybody did a really great job of stepping up in all aspects of it, and for our team and our players, having that taste of postseason, it's awesome, and it will serve us for a ways down the road.
So you were supposed to play a second game today. It was supposed to be Crosstown Showdown round 1, or round 2, I guess, but both of those got rescheduled. Talk about the importance of the Crosstown Showdown to area softball, because this is a hotbed of area softball talent at the high school level. 2 really good programs that are trying to build their way into Division I, and just talk about what the importance of that game and that series is to the area softball community.
Sure, I think it's great for the fans to come out and support and see a lot of faces that they know, a lot of IE players stay local, play for us, play for Calbat. You know, for us, we prepare like we do every other opponent. You know, it doesn't matter. We just beat someone in the other dugout. So, you know, it's awesome to get an opportunity, and we're proud of Calbat for coming Division I and doing a great job. And we're rooting for them when we're not playing them, but, you know, when we prepare to play them, we prepare like we do everybody else.
All right, thank you for your time, Coach. Good luck going forward.
Inland Sports.
Great job, Daryl Trujillo, catching up with Coach Palmer. Now let's go to the local high school diamond. Let's start with the softball rankings. There's a bunch of softball great teams in the Inland Empire. In fact, if you go to the Inland Sports website, inlandsports.wordpress.com, our blog, Daryl was covering Norco and King, and it just went final. Norco with a 1-0 walk-off win, and Daryl was there.
Daryl is everywhere when it comes to softball, volleyball, and basketball. He's everywhere.
Go to the website tonight, and you will see a great roundup, a great recap from that game. Here's some of our top-ranked teams. Division I, loaded with local IE teams. Again, we own softball. Norco is number 1. Santiago is 3. Norco and Santiago play a week from today. Great Oak at 4, King at 8, Grand Terrace at 9. That's all Division I. Temecula Valley, Valley View, Ramona, Patriot. Aquinas is number 1 in Division 4. Rialto's number 9 in Division 4. Notre Dame and Woodcrest also ranked in Division 6. So we got, again, so many great softball teams in the IE, and those are some of the top-ranked teams according to the CIF Southern Section. This is not Jeff's rankings. This is not my rankings. This is not TV16's rankings. This is the CIF. So if you got a beef, call the CIF.
Yeah, call them. Don't mess with us.
All right, now let's go to baseball, and we got to give some love to the Rancho Verde High School.
Are they great in everything?
Oh, they're great, and we got highlights too, so whenever you guys are ready. Yeah, they're great at everything.
They state champs in track a couple years ago, CIF champs in football, CIF champs and state champs in basketball, and baseball? Come on!
This is their best start in school history. They were 9-0 after a big win yesterday against Notre Dame, which you're seeing here. It was a 9-1 win against Notre Dame, and then they played again today. Things got a little dicey, but I'm happy to report that the Rancho Verde has just defeated Paris by a score of 9-5. So the Rancho Verde 10-0. They are undefeated. This is the best start in school history, and as you're about to see in the rankings, they are number 1 in their CIF Southern Section division right now. The Mustangs are on a roll.
Yeah, they're a baseball school now. That's what we're going to call Rancho Verde, the baseball school.
Used to be football, basketball, no.
Track, no. Baseball.
And a big shout out to Steve Brockman and his Rancho Verde video students. Great video highlights, and again, winning today at Paris 10-0. Let's go to those baseball rankings again, according to the CIF Southern Section. Some of our top ranked teams. If you're looking for the Mustangs, there they are. Division 5, number 1 in D5. Corona in at number 6 in Division 1. Yucaipa in at number 7. That might change because breaking news here on the Inland Sports Show. Santiago has just defeated Corona in Big 8 League play 6-3. So it's 2 of the top teams anywhere in the world. Santiago and Corona, and the Sharks win this one 6-3. We got Yucaipa in at number 7 in Division 1. Look at D2. There's Norco at number 4. A lot of Big 8 schools. Big 8's great at baseball. Chaparral, number 1 in Division 3. Joining Rancho Verde as our only top-ranked teams right now in the CIF Southern Section baseball rankings. But those are the ranked teams right now. I should say that Division 6 did not report the rankings. Don't know why. Maybe the coaches got behind. They were busy. They were stuck in the drive-through line. I don't know. But they did not report Division 6. So those are our local schools in the Inland Sports coverage area, ranked right now by the CIF Southern Section.
Pretty nice. Pretty nice.
That's going to do it for our show. There's still a couple minutes to run out to Ram High as the girls basketball team is taking on Anaheim for the Southern California Championship in Division 5. You win, you go to the state finals.
Go Rams, and remember, tomorrow night, you and I on the call, UC Riverside on Riverside TV.
Against Long Beach State. No, are you talking about the women's game?
Yes.
That's Thursday night.
I'm sorry. I'm all over the place. I'm at Long Beach State tomorrow.
You're at Long Beach tomorrow.
And then Thursday night, I'm calling another college basketball game at UC Riverside. Who are they playing?
Oh, and then Friday you're going to be up in Sacramento.
Oh, then Friday I go to Davis. I'm sorry, guys. I'm loopy. I've called too many basketball games. I'm out.
We're done. We'll see you next Tuesday at our new time slot, 6 o'clock. We appreciate you sticking with us. Johnny, Anthony, you guys are studs, and your entire crew here at Teen Vision TV 16. Johnny's buying everyone pizza, so let's go. We'll see you next time on the Inland Sports TV show.